I am so blessed, and today I'm going to give you guys a foolproof method on how to make 2025 your year. If you don't know, I'm Junior, so for the past 20 years I've traveled the world talking to the most successful people, trying to find out how they do things, and now I'm sharing what I've learned with you. And here are 5 things that you can do right now to make 2025 your year. Now, before I get into the topic of today's video, I really just want to say these are things that I really wish I knew when I was in my 20s and 30s and didn't really, but I kind of knew them in my 20s and 30s, but they blossomed more as I become more mature and a 45-year-old adult. And one is reading more, committing to reading books that teach me, that pour into my body. As you do that, you'll start to pick up on things that speak to you, and even if things in the books don't speak to you, they'll plant seeds that you'll realize later on in life. When I picked up this habit of reading, I committed myself to learning every day. I have tons of books on my Kindle, tons of audiobooks. Those are things that help me because I'm not a good physical reader because books get clunky and they're hard to carry around, and I also often find myself with more time at night, so I read on my audiobooks and I read on my Kindle and my iBooks app on my phone, and that helps me to highlight more, to always have it on me when I have some spare time, and I read these things and I collect these things and I look into them, and that's really how I read books. Maybe I'll do a video on how I research some of the stuff I read, but reading more books helps a lot. Also, Mark Cuban said in one of his books that when he first got started in business, he would read all the things in the text and business magazines and go to networking events. And at the networking events, he just would literally repeat the stuff that he read in the magazines and books. And he thought to himself, everyone's going to think I'm a failure. But nope, no one did. They thought, wow, you're so smart, let's do business. And he used that to become a billionaire. So reading is fundamental. Number 2 is venture into the woods. That's getting outside of your comfort zone. That is getting off of your block. I'm 45 years old, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I have a lot of friends and a lot of colleagues who have not been on planes. I have a lot of colleagues who have not been outside of their state. I have a lot of colleagues who still have a lot more things to see. And I think that when you venture outside of your comfort zone and venture into the woods specifically, and your woods could be anything, but me, literally the woods, that helps me see God. I flew to Portland, venturing outside of my woods, and I hiked up to a mountain and to a waterfall, Eloah Falls, and it was a beautiful experience. So when the water got in my face, I felt God. And in 2017, when I did that, I came back in 2018, and it literally changed my life, and things blew up for me. Number 3, do it by yourself. Don't wait for other people to come along for the ride. They will join the ride as it comes along. But you have to be one of the first to go over that hill. You have to do things by yourself, because if you wait for other people, it could delay your blessing. It could delay your benefits. I remember Patton Oswalt was talking about muses, and how when you sit still, muses come and they plant ideas and they plant seeds to you. You think about how when you get an idea, and if you don't write it down later, it'll leave you and you won't know it. And then you'll see the idea and be like, oh yeah, I did think of that. I had that thought 3 years ago, and now it's this big thing. But sit still, do things by yourself. Don't wait for others because they can hinder you. Just do things, venture out, start it alone, start it with what you have now. And when you do that, you'll end up getting places. Number 4 is work to learn, not to earn. I think, and it's another Mark Cuban thing, he said your 20s are for messing up. Your 20s is for doing as much as you can to discover things and find out what you truly love. I have a saying that find out what you love, and then once you find out what you love, figure out how to make money from it. And if you do that, you'll never work a day in your life. So use this time to work to learn, not work to earn. Granted, you got to make a living, so you do want to make some money, but for the most part, try to figure things out, try to discover things, figure out design, figure out marketing, figure out business, figure out accounting, learn what you love, and then move on from there. And then for the next one, I want to tell you guys a story. It's an amazing story about these monks, and here it goes. It goes like this. There was a Japanese warrior named Nobunaga. He decided to attack the enemy, and although he had only 1/10 of the number of men his opponent did, he knew that he would win. But his soldiers were in doubt. So on the way, He stopped at a Shinto shrine, and he told his men, after I go inside this shrine, I'm going to flip a coin, and if it comes on heads, we will win. If it goes on tails, we'll lose. Destiny holds us in her hands. So Nobunaga entered this shrine. He offered up a silent prayer, and when he came back out to his men, he flipped the coin. The coin landed on heads. His soldiers were so hyped up, they were so eager to fight, that they went in and they won the battle. One of them said, "No one can change the hands of destiny." But Nobunaga looked at him and said, "Indeed not." And he showed them that the coin was a double-sided coin. I say that to say that if you believe something hard enough, strong enough, fully, it will come true. You'll start to see things. Matter of fact, you'll start to find ways to reinforce what you believe. So if you truly believe that you can do something, it will happen. It will come to life. And here's an experiment. If you just look around the room that you're in right now, look around. I want you to find everything that's green, right? Find everything that's green. I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2. All right, you see everything green in there? Cool. Tell me how many red things you saw. Probably don't even know, right? You're so focused on green that you didn't even notice anything red. Now look around the room and try to find the red things. All right. You see all the red things? You know how many red things are around in your immediate area. You probably saw some things that were not even red that you counted them in. And that's how belief works. Belief works in a way that it allows you to see the things that co-sign your greatness, that co-signs your destiny. And it's all about the power of the mind. Your mind is a powerful thing. It's a powerful tool that allows you to create. And this universe truly wants you to win. It truly wants you to have these blessings. So if you believe that you are capable of greatness, that you believe that 2025 is your year, it will be. Your 20s will be great to you. You will learn so much. Your 30s will be even better for you. You'll learn even more. And your 40s will be fantastic. And if you continue to grow just a little bit, you could be a fantastic being. All right, that's my video. I'm going to do more videos like this, try to do one every other day. I don't know how long I'm going to do them, but I want to do more videos like this, and I hope you enjoyed them. So, peace.